Gucci, see me loopy. I can't let a nigga shoot me, I'm in a two-seat. And before I speak about it, rather grab it loosely. Dirty crib, but a dip if I'm in a hoopty.
Hey y'all, what's good YouTube, man? It's your boy Lord 7th, and today we have a special video for y'all, and that is Kawaki reviving Naruto from using Isshiki's wishing mallet. But before we get to the video, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel, because our goal by the end of this year is to reach 50,000 subscribers. So the only way that we can reach that goal is by liking the video and subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. So that being said, let's get to the video. Okay, so getting into the video, we must go over the story of Inson Boshi to really understand this video. Isshiki Otsutsuki is based on Inson Boshi from one of Japan's folkloric fairy tales, as was the case with Momoshiki that was based off of Motaro, who also met a monkey and a pheasant. We can see this part manifesting in Momoshiki's ability to summon the monkey rock that fought against Kurama and Susanoo fusion, and the pheasant hunter who was also Momoshiki's subordinate, named Kenshiki, who is based on Kentaro. Urashiki is based off Urashima Taro, who is a fisherman. This manifests in Urashiki's signature skill to create a flexible fishing rod to allow him to steal portions of his enemy's chakra and use their abilities. During the tuning exams, we see that Urashiki has the power to use the Palace of the Dragon King that trapped Tonari for 1,000 years, which has time-based attributes. This was taken outright from Urashima's tale, where he received a mysterious box called Tamataka Bako with time-based effects. So it's very similar. So now getting into the new Otsutsuki member, Isshiki Otsutsuki, the person that came to the planet with Kaguya about 1,000 years ago, who is based off of a character named Inson Boshi. In the Japanese mythology, the 1-inch tall boy, Inson Boshi, after leaving his parents' home, comes under the employ of a wealthy daimyo, whose daughter is an attractive princess named Kaguya. Although scorned for his height, he is given the job of accompanying the princess. While traveling together, they are attacked by an Oni, who deals with Inson Boshi by swallowing him. Boshi then stabs the Oni with his sword that causes the Oni to spit out Boshi and the Ocha no Kazuchi, which is also known as the wishing mallet. So after Princess Kaguya seeing the wishing mallet fall, she decides to use the power of the wishing ability to grow Inson Boshi to a regular size. Isshiki Otsutsuki's abilities allows him to shrink himself, objects, and expand them, which all comes from Inson Boshi from the folklore, and plus the staff that's being used by Isshiki that we also see timeskip Kawaki using against Boruto. Not only that, but the symbol of the wish granting hammer called Ocha no Kazuchi is used by Inson Boshi. It is the same symbol we see at the back of Ishiki's clothing, which we've already seen in chapter 24 of the Boruto manga of Delta destroying Ishiki's dining room. In that moment, we see Isshiki using the power to wish for a table, cups, candles, and food as if it was all restored again. This was only a hint of Ishiki's true power, because in that moment in chapter 24, that was Isshiki not resurrected. He was still known as Jigen. So that definitely shows if Isshiki was to get his true power back or to surpass his current original strength, he'll be able to wish for anything. After the fight against Naruto and Sasuke, Isshiki said everyone's wish will be granted, implying that he must be at full power to do so. But in the current chapter of Boruto, chapter 53, Ishiki's dead. So it could be possible that Kawaki killed him already. Hear me out. Because we see Kawaki dropping to Naruto, and in that page it seemed like Kawaki smashed Isshiki into dust. So that could have been Kawaki accidentally giving Isshiki the final blow to allow Isshiki to plant the karma seal last second so he can resurrect through a perfect vessel. So once Kawaki gets in more control over the karma seal and he fully perfects the wishing mallet ability from what we've seen in timeskip Boruto, because during that timeskip it seems like Boruto and Kawaki have a good grasp of how to use the karma seal. So by then he should be able to max out the abilities of the wishing mallet to allow him to resurrect the dead. Because we know that Kawaki would do anything in his power to keep Naruto alive, and since he has his wishing ability, he's going to try to find a way to resurrect Naruto again. And going towards the Jigen fight, Kawaki said, "I'd rather be your prisoner again for you to hurt Lord 7. So that definitely shows that Kawaki would do anything in his power to keep his sensei alive. So now going to the time skip of Boruto, where we see him say, "Asinu the 7th Hokage." That's very sketch because, like I said, Kawaki admires Naruto. Naruto brought him in from being tortured by the Kara organization. So this goes back to the current chapter of Boruto, chapter 53 of Isshiki being dead. And it's pretty obvious that Isshiki isn't dead because of the words that Kawaki was using, and he still has the karma seal. So what Kawaki or Isshiki meant by saying that "I'll send you where I sent the 7th Hokage" could mean that Isshiki was technically the final person to land the final blow on Naruto before he died from using his forbidden technique. And then Kawaki would swoop down on accident to give Isshiki the final blow, which would allow Isshiki to resurrect the Great Vessel all over again. Which could also explain how Kawaki has the karma seal and the time skip against Boruto. And that will be the end of the video. Comment down below if you think the wishing mallet has some sort of drawback or a limit to it. Like, is there a cost to every wish? How does it work? And also smash that like button and subscribe to the channel, because our goal by the end of the year is to reach 50,000 subscribers. So let's make it happen.